As we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
56 from Mark, boy, 56. Check 56.
On second down and 4. Fitzpatrick, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. Caught by Wilson.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big. Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. On first down, Drake. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. What happened there? Was that just a missed assignment on the O-line?
It certainly felt like it, but also the speed of the play. When you're talking about defensive end, they want to be ahead of the clock, don't they? They want to be upfield, making plays on every snap. How about his agility there to run that one down?
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
We got 3. We got 3.
On play action, Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first pick of the Second round back in 2001, and that's the veteran Drew Brees.
Drew Brees' accomplishments have been borderline astounding. When you look back at what people thought about him coming out of college, so-called height issue, you name it, he can do it, and boy, does he prepare well for each and every game.
And he's dropped right at the 40, gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And Gibbs got it. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. It's a big play there for the Saints. 44 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. Shoot.
From the gun, here's Hill. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I almost see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Hill going back to the air on second down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it's third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Hill throwing once more. He'll buy some time right. He may try and run for this. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down, and inside the 5-yard line.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now Hill on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Flushed out right. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
On second down, it's Drake. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
52 and 56.
On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. From the 25 on second down. Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Fitzpatrick from the gun on third down. And it's caught by Parker. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Fitzpatrick. And he hits Drake. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll run with Drake. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 13 at a Dolphin first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running, it's Drake. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Drake, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
From the red zone now, Fitzpatrick. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kent. Stills. And it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10. 180! 47. Check, 47. Let's go. Regular.
On the give, this is Drake. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
To throw on 3rd down. Fitzpatrick, the quick slant caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. A 1-yard touchdown pass as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So they go play action, 3 tight ends out there in the heavy set.
Well, they showed everything that suggested running play. Just what you mentioned, 3 tight ends, heavy formation, able to go play action off of it because if you're a defender, you're thinking it's a running play with that much beef on the field.
But they passed it, and they got 6 out of it. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And this will go for 5 up to the 33. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Hill. They'll roll him out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Eric Rowe that time able to knock that pass away. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. They go play fake, and it's Hill. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Escapes the defender. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 45 yards. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Leo! You got time right there. Get it.
And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Counter play, Drake. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
To throw is Fitzpatrick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now Fitzpatrick. Allen's got it complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And he completes it to Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hill, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. A tight one, 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Rock it. Hey, Delta. Watch the safety. Leave them.
A shotgun snap for Hill. And that will be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Dolphin football. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, well, the conclusion we can draw so far, they're losing here in the second quarter. Let's see if they change tunes. 2nd and 5 now. Fitzpatrick caught. It's Wilson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, they only had a yard to go. They tried to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies, and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot, and they dialed up the pressure and got to him.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Hill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Charles Harris. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. Third and long. It's Hill. Buying time to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Now Fitzpatrick. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's, you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Tackle made there by Kiko Alonso. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. Hill now to throw. Steps away to his left. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Hill on 1st down. And he rifles one incomplete. Latavius Murray, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. But it's going to be 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Hill. And his throw here's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 10.
Bravo.
Out of the gun. Hill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Following the interception here, Fitzpatrick. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit.
Dashing through the snow. He's at the 40. touchdown. Kenyon Drake, 68 yards. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Hill. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
No, check that. What Mike 52 right here. 64.
Off of play action, Hill. His throw incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd down and 12. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Normally I'd say this will lead to a punt. But this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
No, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
They do go for it. It's Breeze. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. Right? There's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscore. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it. And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Wilson's got it complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? that was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
Now let's see what his offense can do. To throw is Breeze. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. 19 yards that time for number 19. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. From the gun, it's Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first. On the ground, Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a second and long.
14. Easy.
On second and 15 now. Breeze dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. On the ground, this is Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. Kamara. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. From the gun on third down, Breeze. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Ready? 5-9.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box, we'll be sending you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half. Here we go with Kamara, and he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are back within a single score. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's been in a pretty good group. They actually have more yards on the ground than through the air, but both have been good, pretty balanced.
And have we ever met a coach when we've talked to him before a game that hasn't mentioned wanting to be balanced?
No, because then you've got both sides hitting the defense. They don't know what to expect, right?
Really helps your play calling, because now you're in a position where you're confident in either aspect of the game. Dial it up and let it go. And so far, that's allowed them to lead.
Absolutely. Have the lead here in the second quarter. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Looking to throw again on second down. Fitzpatrick. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Fitzpatrick on 3rd and 2. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Throwing on second down. Breeze. This is caught by Ginn. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. On first and 10, here's Breeze. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
Here we go.
Now Breeze again. Gets it to Meredith, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Breeze now on first down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Throwing on second and long. Breeze. This has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will bring the deficit back down to 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. The snow certainly making conditions difficult, and it's not likely to get better anytime soon, as we turn it right back over to Brandon and Charles.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Kamara. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They run it again with Kamara. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere.
No gain on the play. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Watch the twit. Watch the twit. 80 weapon. We go 21.
Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. And he finds Cook. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards is the pickup, first down New Orleans. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Ready?
Running with Kamara. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They'll run. This is Kamara. Powers through him. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Saints have retaken the lead. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
So that one a long 11-play drive. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. That catch good for 5. It's third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. Third and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And there's a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. From the red zone now, Fitzpatrick. Being chased out left. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Alex Anzalone able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Hey, 5-0, 5-0, 5-0.
Looking to throw on second down. Fitzpatrick. And the pressure gets to him again. Cameron Jordan picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And here he's got Graham. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's fourth down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
I know it looks easy to a lot of people when you're kicking the ball. I mean, it looks pretty simple, right? Snap, put it down, kick it. But playing in the snow, that can throw off your timing just a bit, and that can wreak havoc, as we just saw there.
Well, it throws off the timing, and I just think it's an extra advantage for the team that's coming in to block it because they've got a hold on the offensive side, and, of course, the kicker and holder and snapper, they've got a lot to deal with.
What can't be underestimated is the person catching the ball, the holder, and putting it down. You're talking about cold hands, snowy weather, ball can get slippery on you. It's a lot of extra pressure on that person.
And they're able to get it down, but a nice job to get in and block it. So now a chance for points in the opposite direction after the blocked field goal. A give. This is Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Kamara. Bowls him over. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one going the wrong direction. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here. So for me, That'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
But when it's 4th and inches, shouldn't you pick up the first down? I mean, shouldn't you go for it? I mean, if you can't get inches, right, why are you playing?
And on inches, that's your favorite play, right? Don't mess with handing it off. Just go ahead and get the surge and go right up the gut.
Exactly. Create that. Just a little bit of space should get it done. You're almost able to take the snap, just fall down and pick it up. They got it there.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
And down to the 36-yard line here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. And the tackle there will go to Charles Harris. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
Right, 80!
On 2nd and 9, Fitzpatrick. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Fitzpatrick going deep here for Stills. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I remember a coach told me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Drew Brees getting ready to go again on offense. He's been a good game manager. They're winning here in the third quarter, but really the ground game is where it's been at for them, hasn't it?
So whatever the game plan was, you just got to focus on continuing to run the football. And really that takes the pressure off of the guy throwing it around. Doesn't have to be the focal point. Hand it off, let him chew up the yardage in big plays, and your team's winning. The only people upset, the fantasy guys who may have started him at quarterback in their leagues.
And we'll see if they continue with the recipe of the ground game. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
But he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Check. 11. Hey, Q. 11. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down. Jim. Hey, easy. Wide. Get wide.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And very little room to maneuver. They'll get this down to about the 39.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A gain of 3, second down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Now Brees will bring the Saints offense up to go for 2 here. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the two-point conversion. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But, Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a two-point conversion differently than if it was first and goal from the two, or I should say third and goal from the two.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run it, let your lineman surge, and fire out.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Fitzpatrick now. And this is caught. It's Parker. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Fitzpatrick. He's got it. The tight end, Allen. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Fitzpatrick again. And he completes it to Wilson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 35. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. To the air again, Fitzpatrick. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Fitzpatrick. It's complete. Stills. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. Fitzpatrick on first down. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Fitzpatrick. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Cameron Jordan able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So now after the sack, 3rd and long, and Fitzpatrick and company a little work to do. Here's Fitzpatrick. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier. And this time, there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
On the counter, here's Kamara. Call it an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Check next tonight.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, no shock here. For the 7th time in this game, it appears they'll go for it on 4th down.
Don't get nervous.
They run. It's Kamara going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, let's go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Decent start there to the drive. Big hill to climb, needing 2 touchdowns, also a 2 two-point conversion.
So, partner, how do you eat an elephant?
I don't eat an elephant. Who eats elephant?
But if you do it 1 bite at a time. That's the way they've got to play this. 1 play at a time. Yes, there's urgency, but they have to be careful as well.
Let's go with like a 50-ounce ribeye.
Yeah.
1 bite at a time.
All right, I'm with you.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
That 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw is Fitzpatrick. And he hits Drake. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Now a draw play with Drake. It's a 7-yard carry to set Them up with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Fitzpatrick. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now Fitzpatrick continuing to steadily move the ball down the field. Not big play after big play, but these moderate gains getting him first downs.
And you know what they add up to, right? If you continue that pace and you continue to move it downfield, they add up into 6 points. That's exactly what you're looking for.
And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Throwing on 2nd and long. Fitzpatrick.
Well, plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off?
It's
got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Fitzpatrick to throw it. He's going to let it fly. He's got it at the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. Throwing Fitzpatrick. It'll be their 3rd and final. Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. As they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. 10 seconds to go. 3rd and long for Ryan Fitzpatrick. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Here we go again.
One last shot now for Fitzpatrick. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. And with that, we say so long.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went.
Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy.
The blends be all the right cred.
Meaning credentials.
Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls.
In the instrumental.
Are you ready?
Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving a show.
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
What you talking about? Space or out your mind?
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's a
fool?
close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever.
Sick with the talk, passing your receiver.
All about running the spot.
And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather.
Cardio kingpin.
Subjugate the dub play.
And you know we can't wait to bring spins.
A-star quizzes, A+ the final.
Vocals we align, we'll move it all
Simultaneously over joints we rock.
We earn
30 years, so you can say we got
3 turns.
live off the board, unlike you and your chess men.
We install doubt in you and your yes men.
And if the game had veins, we'll insert.
Upheaval the ground.
Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow.
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
What you talking about? Space or out your mind?
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's a
fool?
close encounter of what kind?
Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Turn it up, y'all keep the flow.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what ought to be a great matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Kansas City Chiefs. With that, we're out to Arrowhead for the call from Kansas City. We'll hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set to go in a rematch of what would come to be known later as the first Super Bowl. The Chiefs and Packers are underway.
Let's go. Let's do this.
So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. As we get a peek at the former Red Raider and 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
Yellow. I'm going. Go tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Mahomes to throw. Eluding the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Mike Daniels. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Yellow. 24 is the mic. Let's go.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Davis now to return it. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Let's get off the field, D. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check out 3. Tighten up.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appered to be a case of see ball, get ball.
50. Hey, dude.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Packers.
Nice touchdown, baby.
Davante Adams, 58 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2. Plays the long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, if they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Red.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down. General, flash. Hey, Red. Foxtrot. 24 is the mic. Woo-hoo. 24 is the right side.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
I think this is where we see how the game has moved along a little bit. Free safety, no blitz, but reads the play, has no responsibility in coverage, and takes a gamble and goes and gets the quarterback.
Well, is that a spot, though, where when he's coming, the quarterback needs to be able to find somebody or not necessarily?
Has to, because with that amount of time coming from the free safety position, someone should break open.
51 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
50. Hey, he's like over here. 50. Smooth. It's been a long day for you. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Go. Go. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darren Lee came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they look to throw. Buying time to his left. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be marked down all the way inside the KC 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Now Jones, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Extra point try now for Crosby. And it's good to make it 14-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
And now here comes Kansas City. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. 65, 65, 65.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking. At 3rd down.
Abraham Amos on the tackle.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike. Scene 6. We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Convert. Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Pick it up. Pick it up. Hey, pick it up. Mike's 50. Right on these two. Right on these two. Double dog. Double dog. That's the way. Exit. Mike 50. Mike 50.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up fourth down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Football to Mike. Mike's football. We own it.
On 2nd and 15 now. Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down now, it's Jones. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs, but the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now it's Rodgers. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? Because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report.
43! 43! Hey, 50! 50's the mic. 50's the Delta! Watch the clock!
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors. Recon, 132 fighter.
Delayed game, offense.
So that'll back him up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
15. Under 10. 10. Rotate spell. Check 3.
Here's Hyde. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. And now here's a deep shot that's complete.
We got this.
What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out, so two thoughts come to mind. One, get some oxygen. You fill up your lungs a little bit. And number two, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
61, matchbox, white. 26.
Now a play fake. Rodgers dancing to his left. And Graham's got it. Complete. And he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Here. First and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime.
Hey, team six. Watch the curl, Mike, check, 59. Come on. Mike 5'9", Check Mike. Flip it down. Go to 50. Hey, you block.
Now Rodgers. Complete to Jones. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and fit.
And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown.
That's how you score.
Aaron Rodgers, as the first half is winding down. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Crosby connects on the extra point. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick, and that makes the score 21-0. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Yellow. I'm coming.
On first down, Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Wide. I got you. 15. Check out route. Yellow.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. So we reach half. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll go again to Jones. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
You draw quarter.
They do go for it. It's Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. A gutsy call, 4th and short. They go for it. Look at the result.
Yeah, not only did they go for it, they threw for it. Because to me, it was stacked up. For a run situation, strength on strength, and they decided to put the ball in the air. And what a result. Big-time play.
Crosby with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Being chased out left. He'll try and run it. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Williams. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Bravo!
On play action, it's Mahomes. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. And that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Packers pick it up. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
After reviewing the call, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Again, it's Williams. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
24 is the mic.
25, check 25, check 25.
Kill.
Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Watch tight end. Kill.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
66.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Zone infraction, defense.
Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. After the penalty, it's Jones. He'll have a first down past the 40. Cuts it out to the sideline. Jones breaking. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with his second touchdown of the night as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to... And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
Partner, they're up big. They snap the ball from the 15 for a regular PAT, yet they fake it and get it. Is the kicker's leg tired? What's going on here?
I don't know, but defensively, now with this deficit, now you add 2 more onto that. They fake the PAT. That stings a little.
It definitely stings, and I know the guys that I played for, they wouldn't be as mad at the opposition as they would have been at us for allowing that to happen.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone, costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards. Mahomes now on 1st down. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Charlie.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes going to let one fly for right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And they'll get him down up past the 15. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the
and the pressure will get to him, He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Go, go.
Now Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And that's complete to Adams. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
I'm on. Mike, check.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Steps away. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
General West.
Off the bootleg. Rodgers rolling to his left. He may try and run for this. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him to 1st.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the 1st down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key 1st down.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Pick me up. Here we go. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Yellow.
50.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And down to the 27-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Mahomes going to throw. Forced out to his left. It's Williams on the catch.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
It's Kelsey on the ground. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Mahomes now 8 of 17 so far, so under 50%, but he's got a 1st and 10.
Hey, check. Mike 50.
Mahomes to throw once more. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal. To throw again on second down. Mahomes. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
Extra point safely through. And that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, for a second there, I had flashbacks to a few years ago, the NFC Championship game for the Packers, but here they're able to hold on.
And many things changed in Green Bay after that game. Personnel, people coaching, the whole deal. And in this case, they get it done. No fail like they had in Seattle.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Jamal Williams. And that'll bring up second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith, his second sack of the night. After the sack on first down, Mahomes. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 3 down. 3 down.
Hey, 57 colors.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Double tight. 4 down.
Hero 15.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. This is caught. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
They're scared. Check the Mike. Check the
Inside.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. to the goal line, but it's incomplete. They come out here in the I. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Fresno. Kill.
Rodgers going to go on fourth down. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried. About hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Kansas City.